Hi everyone, Rahmat Empowerment here, lead facilitator, Rehan School Online Academy. A very good morning to you from Karachi, Pakistan. Um, Today I'm going to start my Rehan AI Teachers Training Program Level 2. The first task I'm doing right now is to talk with the voice mode of ChatGPT. I'll try to do this conversation for 15 minutes long on the topic my goals and how to achieve them. So, Mr. Rehan Allahwala, with the help of his assistant, they have developed a book um, of teachers training program. That book contains all the tasks which we have to complete, and so here I am doing my first task from the book, which is to talk with ChatGPT. So I have incorporated ChatGPT in my Restream studio. Let's begin the chat. Hopefully, ChatGPT can hear me. Hey GPT, can you hear me?
Of course. What do you need help with? Let me know.
Great. So, GPT, I'm going to start today the Rehan AI Teachers Training Program Level 2. So the very first task from that training is to have a conversation with you as an AI tool you are. So we will be discussing my goals and how to achieve them. So you act like a mentor or a guide to me and ask me questions, whatever you think relevant to this topic, and I'll try to answer them. And then you figure out the whole information and guide me or mentor me about my goals and how to achieve them. Understood?
That sounds like an exciting start. Let's dive in. To get a clear picture, could you share what your main goals are for this training program? What do you hope to achieve by the end of it?
At the end of this training program, I'm hoping to be more productive, uh, more experienced, give a deeper and have a deeper understanding of how AI tools work, how they generate uh, audio media, video media, image media. So again, gain the confidence of public speaking, being the guest in the online sessions, online webinars, and being an audience in an online webinar. Also networking, like connecting to 50 plus international educationists all around the world, especially from USA, and uh, do a podcast with them, each of them. So that's what I have in my mind, the goals in my mind.
Those are fantastic goals. To help you achieve them, it might be useful to break them down into smaller steps. For instance, we could focus on specific skills for public speaking or strategies for networking. What would you like to tackle first?
There's a slight clarification needed here. My goals regarding my career, my life, that's what my goals were. I'm not talking about specific my goals for teacher training level 2. I was talking about my goals as life goals, as life mission, you know, and how to achieve them.
Got it. Thanks for clarifying that. So, in the context of your broader life mission, we can focus on how to integrate these goals into your daily practices and long-term plans. We can also explore potential challenges and how to overcome them. How's that sound?
Sounds great. And alongside our conversation, I request you um, to you know to assess or analyze my English language skills, my communication skills, my accent of speaking English. So at the end, I would like a complete analysis of all these things.
Absolutely. I'll keep an eye on all of that and give you some feedback at the end of our chat. So let's get started with your goals and see how we can map out a plan.
Sure, let's start.
Fantastic. Let's begin with a bit of self reflection. What do you feel is currently your biggest strength when it comes to your communication and public speaking skills? And on the flip side, what do you think is an area you'd like to improve?
I think my confidence, uh, which I have built during last 2 3 years, I think that's the main instrument of my of I being in the of me being in the public speaking skills. Sorry, right now the sentences, the words are getting stuck in my mouth, so aren't coming out. As English not my first language, so of course the learning process is a lifelong process.
You're doing great. It's completely normal to have moments where words don't flow perfectly, especially in a second language. Your confidence definitely shines through, and that's a huge asset. One area we can focus on is polishing fluency and maybe expanding your vocabulary a bit more. We can work on that together.
Great, that would be great.
Awesome. I'm here to support you every step of the way. If there's ever a specific area you want to dive deeper into, just let me know. Otherwise, let's keep the conversation going and make great progress together.
Yes, let keep the conversation going.
Perfect. So, as we think about your long term goals, one thing that can really help is setting some milestones along the way. For example, we can break down networking with international educationists into smaller steps like identifying potential contacts and reaching out to them. Does that sound like a good approach?
Again, my long-term goals are not networking or not completing my level 2 training book. My long-term goals you haven't asked me about yet, so how would you know what my long-term goals are?
You're absolutely right, and I appreciate the clarification. My apologies for the oversight. I'd love to hear more about your long-term life goals and mission. Could you share a bit about that so we can align everything perfectly?
Sure. So, as a student of Mr. Rehan Allahwala, Mr. Rehan Allahwala assigns a mission or a goal, or like Peter Diamandis, MTP, massive transformative purpose. So, similar to that, Rehan Allahwala assigns a wala with male student or a wali with female student, which is similar to like massive transformative purpose. So my wala is empowerment wala. So empowerment, as the name suggests, that to empower myself, emotionally, physically, financially. You know, so that's my goal. Because as a person with disability, my goal is to empower myself, of course, financially and emotionally and socially also. So then, when I build the capacity, I build the capability. My long-term goal would be to empower at least 1 million person with disabilities lives in a positive manner. So I can make an impact in their lives in a positive manner. So that is my long term. These two are my life goals, you can say.
That is truly inspiring. It's a powerful mission to have with such a meaningful purpose. Every step you take towards self empowerment and helping others will have a ripple effect. We can definitely tailor your goals and strategies to align with this mission, making sure that each milestone brings you closer to empowering others. Let's keep this momentum going.
Sure.
Awesome. I'm excited to be part of your journey. If there's anything specific you'd like to focus on next, whether it's building certain
You
skills
tell
or
you tell
exploring
me
new
what should I do, what should be the path to reach those goals. You are my mentor, right?
Absolutely. I'd be happy to guide you. Given your mission of self empowerment and eventually empowering others, a solid path could include a few key areas. One, continued learning, deepen your understanding of AI tools since they can significantly amplify your reach and impact. Two, public speaking and networking. Continue building your confidence and skills in public speaking. Networking with international educationists will expand your influence and provide valuable insights. Three, community engagement. Start small by mentoring or collaborating with local groups, which can gradually scale up to a larger audience. Four, financial and emotional independence. Focus on building sustainable income streams and maintaining a healthy work-life balance. We can break these down into actionable steps and create a roadmap that fits your pace. How does that sound?
Sounds good. Sounds good. So, what should be the very next step?
The very next step could be to identify a specific skill you want to strengthen first. For instance, we could focus on enhancing your public speaking skills. We could start with setting up a small speaking engagement, maybe a webinar or a workshop, and work on your presentation techniques. How's that sound as a starting point?
Sounds great. Sounds great. So, can you
Fantastic.
give
We can
me
start by
a complete roadmap first? That this is your first step, this is your second step towards your goal, this is the third step, this is the whole next 10, 15 years plan, and then we'll, divide it by.
I'm sorry, but you've hit the daily limit for advanced voice. You can switch to standard now to keep chatting.
Really? Okay. High standard voice. Can you hear me, standard voice?
It seems like you're referring to something, but I might not have caught the full context. Could you clarify what you mean by panadroid?
Ah, are you aware of the chatting I was having with your previous advanced version?
Yes, I can access the previous conversations we've had, including interactions with earlier versions of this model. If you'd like to continue from where you left off or need any specific follow-up, just let me know.
So how about we'll start from my goals and how to achieve them.
Absolutely. Let's start with your goals. From what I know, you're aiming to 1, become more productive, 2, gain a deeper understanding of how AI tools work, including generating audio, video, and image media, 3, gain confidence in public speaking, especially as a guest in online sessions and webinars, 4, network with over 50 international educationists, particularly from the USA, 5, conduct podcasts with these educationists. Would you like to focus on one of these goals first? Or should we break them down and tackle them step by step?
So GPT, these goals are from my level 2 teachers training program, but the goals I am talking about are my life goals. Everyone has his life goal, life mission, like a massive transformative purpose theory by Peter Diamandis.
I see what you're saying. You're referring to your bigger, life-altering goals, the ones that shape your overall mission. The idea of a massive transformative purpose, MTP, like the one proposed by Peter Diamandis, is central to creating a lasting impact. From what you've shared before, your MTP is Empowerment Wala, which involves empowering yourself and others, especially people with disabilities. Your long-term goal is to become self-sustainable and independent, and then help at least 1 million people with disabilities in a positive, empowering way. Now, with that bigger purpose in mind, would you like to discuss how to break it down into smaller steps? Maybe we can prioritize key areas or start by aligning specific actions with this mission.
So you tell me. Initially, I instructed you to act like a guide or a mentor to me, and give me a proper way, a step-by-step guide. How can I achieve these goals in the next 5 years?
Got it. I'd be honored to help you create a step-by-step plan to achieve your life goals over the next 5 years. Let's break it down into actionable steps based on your MTP of Empowerment Wala. Here's a rough guide to get started. Year 1, laying the foundation. Focus areas: self-empowerment, education, and networking. 1. Personal growth and self-empowerment. Physical, focus on health and wellness, regular exercise, balanced diet, and mental well-being practices. Financial, start creating multiple income streams, investments, freelancing, or side hustles. Social, develop healthy relationships and surround yourself with positive, empowering people. 2. Skills and knowledge. Deepen your understanding of AI tools and technologies, especially in media creation, audio, video, and images. Take public speaking courses or workshops to enhance your communication skills. 3. Networking. Build relationships with local and international mentors and educationists. Start networking actively on LinkedIn, Twitter, and other platforms. 4. Begin public speaking. Engage in small speaking engagements like webinars or community events to build confidence. Year 2. Building momentum. Focused areas: expanding reach, collaborations, and public presence. 1. Develop and implement systems for self-sustainability. Work on personal finance management and investment strategies to build a safety net for long-term sustainability. 2. Increase knowledge in AI and media creation. Continue mastering AI tools and explore new technologies. Start creating content like blog posts, podcasts, or videos on these topics to build your credibility. 3. Broaden your network. Reach out to at least 20 to 30 international educationists, particularly from the USA. Start establishing relationships through podcasts, interviews, and collaborative events. 4. Public speaking engagements. Aim to be a guest speaker in at least 5 to 10 online sessions or webinars. Focus on delivering valuable insights into empowerment, especially for people with disabilities. Year 3. Scaling up focus areas: advocacy, mentorship, and empowerment initiatives. 1. Launch a personal brand or platform. Create a website or blog to share your journey, empowering stories and resources for people with disabilities. Begin working on writing a book or ebook about your life mission and empowerment strategies. 2. Community building. Start a mentorship program for people with disabilities, helping them become self-sustaining and empowered. Create online courses, workshops, or webinars focused on self-empowerment, disability inclusion, and leveraging AI. 3. Public speaking and thought leadership. Aim to speak at larger conferences or global platforms. Start hosting your own podcast or YouTube channel to share insights on empowerment and overcoming barriers as a person with a disability. Year 4. Global outreach focus areas: advocacy expansion, impactful campaigns, and collaboration. 1. Widen impact. Start focusing on reaching global audiences, particularly working on campaigns to raise awareness about disabilities and empowerment. Partner with NGOs, government agencies, and corporate sponsors for larger projects. 2. Expand network. Network with influencers, leaders, and organizations globally. Focus on expanding your reach through speaking engagements, media appearances, and collaborations. 3. Elevate public speaking and mentorship. Aim to deliver keynotes or TEDx-style talks. Expand your mentorship programs to reach hundreds of individuals. Year 5. Becoming a global advocate for empowerment. Focus areas: legacy creation, sustained impact, and scaling initiatives. 1. Scale your initiatives. Continue growing your platform, mentorship programs, and advocacy initiatives, aiming for global impact. Work towards creating a foundation that supports people with disabilities, especially focusing on education and self-empowerment. 2. Expand your influence. Author a book or create a documentary about your journey and mission. Focus on speaking at large global events and continuing to mentor and empower as many individuals as possible. 3. Sustainability and long-term vision. Establish long-term sustainability for your projects, ensuring the continued impact on people with disabilities. Work towards empowering your first 1 million people with disabilities. Key considerations along the way: self-care. Make sure to keep your mental and physical health in check throughout this journey. Adjustments. Be ready to pivot your approach based on feedback and changing circumstances. Mentorship. Always surround yourself with mentors and role models to learn from their experiences. Impact. Keep the focus on positive, long-term impact for people with disabilities. This plan is dynamic, and you can adjust the steps as you move forward, but it gives you a clear path toward achieving your life mission. How does this breakdown look to you? Would you like to tweak any specific area?
It's been fascinating. If I must say, it's fascinating. You have flabbergasted me with that wonderful detailed plan. So, can I ask you to, compile that in a Google Doc form and make a Google Doc for me?
I'm glad you found the plan useful. While I can't directly create a Google Doc for you, I can guide you on how to easily copy this plan into a Google Doc. 1. Copy the step-by-step guide I just shared with you. 2. Open a new Google Doc. 3. Paste the text into the document. 4. You can then format it however you prefer, adding headers, bullet points, or any other style you like. If you'd like, I can also help format it into a more structured outline, or even assist with any other content you might need in the document. Just let me know.
Mm, Structure it in a well documented outline.
Here's the curated script in a well-documented format that you can easily copy into a Google Doc or any other document editor. 5-year action plan for achieving life goals. Massive transformative purpose, MTP. Empowerment Walla involves empowering yourself emotionally, physically, financially, and socially as a person with a disability. The long-term goal is to become self-sustainable and independent, then work to empower at least 1 million people with disabilities in a positive, empowering way. Year 1, laying the foundation. Focus areas, self-empowerment, education, and networking. 1. Personal growth and self-empowerment. Physical, focus on health and wellness, regular exercise, balanced diet, and mental well-being practices. Financial, start creating multiple income streams, investments, freelancing, or side hustles. Social, develop healthy relationships and surround yourself with positive, empowering people. 2. Skills and knowledge. Deepen your understanding of AI tools and technologies, especially in media creation, audio, video, and images.
No, you don't
Take
have to
public speaking
repeat all the
courses or
things.
workshops to enhance your communication skills. 3.
GPT,
Networking.
GPT,
Build
can you hear
relationships
me?
with local and international mentors and educationists. Start networking actively on LinkedIn, Twitter, and other platforms. 4. Begin public speaking.
You don't have.
Engage in small speaking engagements
Hello,
like webinars or
hello,
community events
hello,
to
hello,
build confidence.
hello,
Year 2. Building momentum. Focus areas, expanding reach, collaborations, and public presence. 1.
hello.
Develop and implement systems for self-sustainability. Work on personal finance management and investment strategies to build a safety net for long-term sustainability.
Can you hear me? Okay. So, uh, not a happening end to the conversation the way I wanted, but a wonderful conversation. I hope you also liked it, and I really enjoyed that, and so much to learn about. So I'll definitely read that out also, and check out um, what can be followed. So thank you so much for listening to this. I'll see you some other time. Till then, keep doing amazing things. Bye bye.